Hello! Welcome to another edition of Practical English, your smart guide to the English language. I am your host, Peter from Canada, coming to you as always from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Today we are going to take a look at pronunciation, particularly the letter S. And not just the letter S, but when the letter S is the final letter, which you will see in third person present simple verb conjugations and in plural nouns. There's three basic types of pronouncing the letter S when it is a final. The first is what I would call the snake sound. Just say the S at the beginning of snake. S, s. It's very similar to the sound that a snake makes. And here we see some examples of verbs ending in the snake sound. Likes, meets, dates. Usually we use this sound after the letters K, P, F, and T. For most other sounds, we use the zebra sound, and that is Z, Z, zebra. Examples: pays, meals, and wears. Now, I will tell you, there is very little difference between the snake sound and the zebra sound, and it's not going to interfere with your ability to be understood if you get them mixed up. But as a general rule, after K, P, F, and T, the snake sound, for most other sounds, it is the zebra sound. Unless it is the S sound. And when I say the S sound, I mean the letter S is pronounced like its name as a separate syllable. You will encounter this after the letter C, CH, sometimes G, after the letter S, the combination of S and H, the letter X, and the letter Z. And you can see the difference this makes because in each case, the S is a separate syllable. Uses, watches, glasses. Okay, so you see how in all these cases the letter S is pronounced as a separate syllable. All right, so let's take a look here, first of all, at some verbs and tell me which category you think each one belongs in. So our first verb is chooses. Chooses. Notice how the ES is a separate syllable that belongs in category S. Cooks. Cooks. Okay, cook ends in a K. That is the snake sound. Cooks. Goes. Goes. Okay, that is the zebra sound. Lives. Lives. That is also the zebra sound. Stops. Stops. That is the snake sound. And teaches. Teaches. The ES is pronounced as a separate syllable here, so that is S. Let's take a look at some nouns here now. Plural nouns. The first one is books. Books. That is the snake sound. Boys. Boys. That is z, the zebra sound. Classes. Classes. The ES is a separate syllable there. That is S. Friends. Friends. That is Z, the zebra sound. Languages. Languages. That is a separate syllable. That is also the S sound. And finally, shops. Shops. That is the snake sound. All right, and that is it for today. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. I will be back to you again just as soon as I am able. In the meantime, thank you for listening.